Okay, here I go. Hey, after we're done, you want to get together and read a good book?
Woohoo!
Forget it! Yeah! Nice! Yeah! I'll unleash my true power! My turn now! This'll finish you off! Kamehameha! This is it! Huh. This'll finish you off! Kamehameha!
And here we are with Adult Gohan, finally! Yay! And I just want to straight up say it right now, Sparking Zero washes Xenoverse 2's Adult Gohan into the ground. Like, it's not even a contest, you can't even put up a good debate. Gohan has some nice sweet combos. They do seem to be a lot more fluent. They almost feel like they're from Raging Blast 2, just like sped up and made faster. So I'd be shocked if they were, or I wouldn't be shocked if they were. Now his grab, it's your standard. This feels like something that like a Raging Blast character would get or something. This isn't the barrage of punches that everybody's used to. It's more like a little combo of attacks. Kind of reminds me of Orin combo from Xenoverse 2. And now, what I like to call this is called I think it's called Explosive Madden. I like to call it Flash Masenko or Explosion Masenko. But Flash Masenko is a pretty unique move in this game. And Gohan's had this move in the BT series and in the Raging Blast series. I do find this particular attack interesting, and I kind of want to explain why. But first, I should probably cover this. There are different types of supers in this game. Energy Blast, Rushes, and then there are your Blast Rushes and Rush Blasts. There are two other types. I like to call it a super grab. Because in this game, if you're too close to your opponent with ultimates or supers, this also applies for ultimates as well. Your character flips back and then fires it, where some attacks, like Gohan's Explosive Masenko or Flash Masenko, you can do it at any angle or distance from the opponent. You're meant to do them like right up next to them though. So I call these point blanks. A point blank beam, or maybe not, I've been trying to find a name for the blast versions instead of calling them grab blasts, but I'm gonna be calling them grab blasts for the Moveset series and call these ones grab rushes. Some ultimates have these too, but it's more rare to see it in an ultimate. A lot of the explosive energy waves do. Now, as a kid, I was always very confused on why Gohan had this kind of like sparky light thingy as a adult. And, well, although he says Masenko, this barely resembles a Masenko. That's why you could argue and say it's called Spark Masenko or Spark Cinco if you wanted to. Which might be a better name for it. So Spark Cinco or Flash Masenko is it's very different. One, it does absorb blast. It has its uses in competitive play and like gameplay. But I've always viewed it as, okay, Gohan hasn't been training, so obviously Gohan barely knows how to fire a blast. But I would find this more important to give to, like, Tracksuit Gohan, because Tracksuit Gohan could barely even reach SSJ, where Gohan in the Buu arc is just rusty. Not a lot to it. I mean, I guess it can't be helped. It does make it unique instead of just giving him Masenko or Super Masenko or Kamehameha. And it is a move unique to Gohan. Now we have his rush. It's just a two-piece hit. Hitting them.
I'll unleash my true power.
And then kicking them. It's pretty but I'm not gonna complain because this Gohan is notorious for basically being the same thing. Like, Adult Gohan, Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan 2 basically have identical movesets in basically every other Raging Blast and Tenkaichi game. No, that's not a joke. So, instead of giving this fucker a volley, they gave him a basic rush. I think I would have rathered a combo of some sort. You could even do a barrage into a kick into a one-handed blast using his signature from the Raging Blast series in his combo. Because I do find this to be okay, meh. The combo does look pretty nice though. And I guess you could use it like, okay, yeah, Gohan's rusty. Now his Super Kamehameha resembles more of his Raging Blast 2 base Teen 1 in color and shape. And this Gohan also has the distinctive of, okay, the blast is kind of small, and then he balloons it and bursts it. I could slightly understand Gohan's, and I think out of all the burst ones, this Gohan one doesn't... This one doesn't bother me at all. And I actually like it, despite him basically having no reason for the burst. I guess you can say it's Gohan using his full power or something. Which, hey, I guess works better than, well, absolutely nothing.
My strength is peerless! Power up! I am the unmitigated champion of justice, the Great Saiyaman! No mercy! I'll save the day! Playtime is over! I will not forgive you! Be penitent! This hero will never be defeated! As long as there is evil, Great Saiyaman will not give up the fight! Power up! And now it's time to finish this! And now join me!
I'm on it.
The final blow!
And here we have the Great Saiyaman, who is not a separate character in this game. You can actually transform into him. No, he does not go Super Saiyan. Yes, he has the do-rag. It doesn't show up even though I haven't actually set to that version of him, which I guess kind of makes sense. He has this more like... I wouldn't say superhero, but you can definitely see that he's doing his like... It feels like he's doing a lot more punches. This does feel like adult Gohan's fighting style, but like more exaggerated punches. Same thing. His grab just feels like it's just like better. Like it feels more. I'm trying to not telegraph. It feels more exaggerated superhero stuff. Also, he has his two poses. Always good to see. Then he has full power energy wave. And I guess you guys are expecting me to, like, wank on it or something. No. Gohan basically barely does anything. And I feel like we have just his kick and just his punch in a combo already. There's no need to, give it to him again. I guess Saiya Beam could have been nice. And the reason he has this anyways is by a byproduct of the older Tenkaichi games, where Gohan had this because you had to fight Harudegarn. And Harudegarn and Giants are immune to rushes, so you couldn't give him all rushes, so he needed something that could defend against a Giant, and I guess they picked this instead of Saiya Beam. Now, I do like his ultimate. It's just a nice, like, rush down attack with Videl. My biggest issue with it, though, is Videl is in her Saiya Woman outfit, and that's because they, one, didn't give it to Videl as an outfit, and two, it would be a transformation. They didn't give Videl the ability to transform into Great Saiya Woman. So it's just really weird to see Videl working with the Great Saiya Man, and her not being just for the occasion. I do think that the actual combo could have gone on for longer. Maybe like give them like a little heart instead of us seeing their auras. That would have been fine too. But as it stands, this is what you would expect from the Great Saiyan Man, and I don't have much complaints when it comes to him. He does what he's advertised on the tin for, so.
I'm fired up now. All right, let's do it. Coming at you full force. Coming at you full force. My turn now. Take this.
Gohan!
Coming at me.
Woo, woo, woo!
Now we have Gohan in his Super Saiyan form. Pretty much same combos. You know the deal. Same combos, a bit faster. Same grab. The only difference is this Gohan is actually pretty identical to what you would see in the Raging Blast, and especially the BT3 game. Since this is literally just ported from BT3. Essentially. He has the same Spark Synchro, and he has a volley this time. Personally, since this Gohan is really just meant to be Second Coming Broly Gohan, I would have given him the Command Super that Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan Adult Gohan have in Raging Blast 2. That they could have easily turned into a rush. Okay, wouldn't that make them all similar? Kamehameha, 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 rush, 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 Masenko, 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 Masenko. I mean, yeah, that would. But I would rather have that, and that's Sparking Zero's MO anyway, is Blast, Rush, Ultimate Blast. So that's not too different from every other Sparking Zero character, and at least the rushes would be different. Now, the Bros Kamehameha, some people, this is where it gets interesting because Raging Blast 2 had something called team attacks, where if you had the character on your team, you could trigger a special input to do a special attack that would kill them. Now, in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, that wasn't the case. Birder and Jason's ultimates had Birder and Jason in it. The Bros Kamehameha had Goten show up, even if he wasn't on your team. Personally, I could go either way. Having them come out of nowhere doesn't always have to make sense. But I do think it was a missed opportunity not to have the... I don't even know what you would call it. The Krillin one-handed Spirit Bomb, which isn't in this game. I would have rather have seen that and the specials and the Phil Nelson special beam cannon with Goku and Piccolo and Raditz. Anyways. The Bros Kamehameha, like everything, it's super sped up, and we just see Goten drop in and then charge up the attack. There's no, like, oh, he's here, we see him charge it up for like a few seconds, then he fires it. Then we get to see them just engulfed by the beam anyways. I'm not a fan of the way these do this, because it takes away some of the cinematic aspect, and was one of the things I was super excited to see come back for Dragon Ball games, because Dragon Ball games haven't really had cinematic ultimates in forever. Now, as something like Xenoverse, I'm more okay with it not being super cinematic, because cinematic moves in those games are unblockable. And having everything be that way is eh. And Xenoverse is a different arena fighter. It's a different fighting game. You play Budokai Tenkaichi 3 or Vision Blast 2 partially for the spectacle it creates. And I just don't think this is giving me the spectacle that I want. And I know I say this all, but I really do want to make a eventual video talking about why I think they did this and how it affects older players or casual players. But this Gohan could have had a lot more. Unlike the base form version of him, who I would actually accept having a volley, this Gohan doesn't really have much of a excuse, because this Gohan actually has stuff they can pull from.
Let's go beyond.
This will finish it! Bring it on! No way you're gonna stop me now! I'll give you a fight!
Okay, here's the thing with Super Saiyan 2 Adult Gohan. Combos are pretty much the same. There's like, I think there's an extra hit in his grab. But this one is the default, like, best Adult Gohan that isn't Ultimate Gohan. He has a super version of his He has a super version of his wave that they must have updated at some point, because if I knew that, I would have did it up close. when the game first came out, you couldn't do it up close, so they must have changed that at some point. But we have a super version of it, which is which honestly I think is fine. I mean, I would have rather it been like Super Masenko, but I do like the way it looks and the way it charges. Here's his rush. It's just a upgraded version of his other rush, of his base form rush. It literally adds in 2 hits. And like I said, I'm not gonna complain all that much because, like, once again, this Gohan is essentially identical to the other ones in the older games, so complaining about it just seems eh. And I think Gohan only fights once in this form anyways, so it's okay to have this. Now, I call this Kamehameha Last Stand Kamehameha. It's just called Super Kamehameha in the game, but this is the move he does against Boo. Now, every game makes it yellow, or every game makes it blue, and that's super weird. Because it should be yellow. I think it was also less of like a beam and more of like a sun ray type blast thingy. Just saying. Don't get me wrong, I like it, and just because it's a Super Kamehameha doesn't really mean much. It is charged differently, and that's sometimes all you need to make a move different. And this is the strongest move that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan does in the show, so I can't be like, ooh, it needs to be something different. Because it's my belief that the ultimate attack of a character is A, either the most iconic attack, or B, the strongest technique that they do in the part of the series they're meant to be. So for End Piccolo, it should be Light Grenade instead of Hell Zone Grenade. Because Light Grenade was way stronger than Hell Zone Grenade was. I mean, this Gohan is kind of like, It's better than the one in Xenoverse. And I think does showcase Gohan a lot more better. There are a few things I would change, but overall, I don't think I have to change that much for this version of Gohan. I feel like there's not a need for it.